Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the files and folders which are created by default when we create a new ASP.NET Core Web API application. So in our last video we have created the first ASP.NET Core Web API application project. In our last video we have created the first ASP.NET Core Web API project, and we will see the project is created with the following kind of files and folders. Now we will discuss each files and folder one by one in this video. So here first we have a dependencies folder. You can see here, just open this folder, and this folder or this pack, or we can say this option, will contain three more options. First one is analyzer, second one is framework, and the third one is package. So let's discuss from package. At the moment the package folder contain one more package, which is a swashbuckle.asp.NET Core. If you remember, when we run this application, then it opens the Swagger page. This package is basically for the Swagger. Later, if you want to add another package, then the package will become inside this option. And the next one, we have a folders. When we open the folder, you come up with two options or two folder. First one is Microsoft ASP.NET Core.app, and second one is Microsoft.NET Core.app. All the packages that are required to run the ASP.NET Core application will be inside the Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.app folder or file. The ASP.NET Core is a framework that is written on the top of .NET Core. So all those packages that are required for the .NET Core are available inside the Microsoft.NET Core.app folder. So the point that you need to remember is .NET Core and ASP.NET Core are two different things. All the packages which are specific to ASP.NET Core will be inside this Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.app folder, and the package which specific to .NET Core will be inside Microsoft.NET Core.app folder. After that we have a analyzer folder. The ASP.NET Core 2.2 and later provide analyzer intended for use with ASP.NET Core Web API project. The analyzer will work with controller annotated with API controller attribute while bundling on Web API convention. The analyzer package notifies you on controller action that return an undeclared status code, return an undeclared success result, documents a status code that it is not returned, include a implicit model validation check. So this is the role of the analyzer. And after this we have a one more folder which is property, and this folder contain a one more class which is launchSetting.json. This file contains some settings that are going to be used by .NET Core framework when we run the application, either by using the Visual Studio or .NET CLI. Another thing which we need to keep in mind, that this file is only used for the local development purpose. So this file is not required when we publish our project into the production server. Now when you open this file, you will come up with this kind of code block. Here first is for the IIS setting, second we have a IIS Express, and the third one our project name, which is my first Web API project. The first code block, which is IIS setting, will explain about when we use IIS Express profile to run our application. Will be used when we run IIS Express profile to run our application. And the second, which is IIS Express, this setting is used for the IIS Express, and setting which is IIS Express will specify about the setting of the IIS. And the last one is this code block is responsible for the setting of Crystal Web Server. This file contains about the setting of the IIS Express and the project. The next one we have a controller. The ASP.NET Core Web API is a controller based approach. All the controller of your ASP.NET Core Web API application should be or must be inside this folder. By default we have one controller, which is weather forecast controller, which is created with our project. This folder, this controller is inherited from the controller base class, and also annotated with the API controller attributes. We will discuss about these in our upcoming videos, and we also have a one method inside this controller which is get, which will display the list of all the data which we have been analyzed in our last video when we run this project. And after that we have a one more file which is app-setting.json. basically this is the same as web.config or app.config file in our traditional .NET application. This file is the application configuration file in this application, which is used to store the configuration settings such as the connection string for the database, any application scope global variable. Next one, we have a program.cs class. When you open this file, each ASP.NET Core Web API application initially start as a console application, and the main method is the entry point of the application. So when we execute the ASP.NET Core Web API application, it first look the main method, and then it start the execution of our application. The main method then configure the ASP.NET Core and start the process. So then it become the ASP.NET Web application, from console application to ASP.NET Core Web API application. And last one, we have a startup.cs file. This is like a global.ax file which in our traditional ASP.NET, in our traditional .NET application, as the name suggested, it execute when the application start. This class or file contain two methods. One is configuration service and the another one is configure, which we will discuss in our upcoming video in details. The last one, we have a weather forecast.cs. Actually this is a model class which is using inside this default application. So these are the files and folder which are available when we create a ASP.NET Core Web API application. So if you find this video helpful, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe our channel.